Everyone is saying Blox Fruits is officially dead because every update, the player count has not been increased. Steal Brainrot's player count increases by a lot every time they update, and they usually hit player records. But Blox Fruits' player count has actually been decreasing every time they update. Is what the community is saying, but is Blox Fruits actually dying, and is Blox Fruits actually dead? There's a couple updates Blox Fruits is doing that I know what they are. 2026. One sub equals I share one piece of information about the 2026 updates that Blox Fruits is doing because they are humongous, even bigger than the Control Rework Fruit update. Now, when they did the RIP and Red event, those events garnered Blox Fruits almost 1 million players, and these are the events that they need to do again. The Red King event was honestly a very good update. It was something new, and this is something we genuinely needed. Pain update was not bad at all. Neither was the Tiger Rework Fruit update. But let's be honest, it's gonna get forgotten pretty quickly. The Pain update itself is also very unique and is a lot different than any other fruit, and the Tiger Fruit is kind of just a reskin. Is it better than every other fruit we've ever had released and given to us, especially something like the Dragon Fruit, which is the most potent thing in the entire game? Of course not. But the next update is finally the Control Rework Fruit, something we've basically been waiting about 2 entire years for, and we're finally getting it. But it's gonna be more expensive than the Dragon Fruit, which is 5,000 Robux. And the thing is, Blox Fruits has promised us in the past that they would never ever make a fruit more than 5,000 Robux. When the Dragon Fruit came out and it was 5,000 Robux, people were pretty mad. But the reason for this is because the Dragon Fruit has 2 variations. The original one, which everybody has for free, and a new version of the Dragon Fruit, which is a lot better than the original one, which is why they made it 5,000 Robux, because the original one was around 2,500 and the new one is basically the same price. So combining it together, it made it 5,000 Robux. And now the Control Fruit is likely to be 6,000 Robux because the original version will be completely revamped, being 3,000 Robux, which all of us will have for absolutely free. But the new version will cost 3,000 Robux as well. Combining this will make it 6,000 Robux worth of a Control Fruit. The new variation will be a lot better than the original, and there's also a possibility that the Control Rework Fruit could have not just 2 variations like the Dragon Fruit, but 3 variations, which would be really OP, or maybe even 4. This depends on the developers how expensive they want to make the Control Rework Fruit. It could be 5,500 Robux, which is not really likely because they'd probably want to round up to 6,000 Robux, so very likely it'll be 6,000 Robux. Or if they really want to go to war with the community and make everyone mad, they would probably price it at even more, something like 7,000 Robux if it's 4 variations that they're offering us for the Control Rework Fruit. Now the next few updates are actually going to include a bit of admin abuses, kind of like Grow a Garden. And if Blox Fruits can do some admin abuses, that would actually help the game a lot. If you guys know a game called Roblox Fish, this game died out this year but came back to life. The reason they came back to life is because they also started doing admin abuses. They literally were at 10,000 players, literally a dead game. And because they started doing admin abuses, they went all the way up to 100,000 concurrent players. Obviously, compared to Blox Fruits, that is nothing. But if Blox Fruits did admin abuses like Grow a Garden, at least in these 2 weeks, if they do one, then that would help the game a lot. The other thing is that Blox Fruits doesn't need to do big weekly updates. These weekly updates that they had planned for the last 6 weeks was all planned out for the past few months. They don't need to do big weekly updates. They only need to do small weekly updates, and literally just having admin abuses be scheduled and ran. What Grow a Garden does is they schedule live events. By scheduling live events, they run later on in the day, meaning Jando doesn't actually need to be on Roblox to be able to update his game. Grow a Garden is really good at this, and Blox Fruits could be too. On a weekly basis, they could schedule mini admin abuse live events where it runs in C1, C2, and C3. And this way, everyone experiences it, and admin abuses ran, and Blox Fruits' player counts can be increased even more, and hopefully through this, it surpasses Grow a Garden at least once. But why does Blox Fruits need to surpass these brain rot games? Why am I vouching for Blox Fruits to actually surpass Grow a Garden? Like, it has to surpass Grow a Garden. Here's why. But before that, X Gaming has just sent me both of these controllers. They are the most high quality controllers you can get out there, and you can use these to play Roblox. It has really good good grip, it doesn't get dirty very often, and these are very high quality controllers, most likely a lot better than the default controllers that you get. If you click my link in the description, you can actually get a discount. Go ahead and get yourself a Hex Gaming controller today, because very soon I will be doing an event where you can actually win some Robux. So get yourselves one of these controllers, link is in the description. A lot of new games are gonna come out on Roblox. For example, Steal a Brainrot was a new game, 99 Nights in a Forest was a new game, and In-Games. In-Games was one game that didn't surpass Blox Fruits, but all these other 3 games surpassed Blox Fruits. Do you kind of see a pattern? Any Brainrot game, or any game that's not really a big game, such as Grow a Garden or Blox Fruits, or at least high quality, these games are really huge on Roblox right now. And these games are only going to get a lot bigger. And let's be honest, games like In-Game, Forsaken, Blox Fruits are very high quality games and very action packed. These games actually have a lot to do in them. The developers have put a lot of effort into these games. If Blox Fruits can surpass any one of these 3 games and actually make it to the top, this will prove that Roblox still has high quality games, or at least pretty decent games. Because right now Roblox is filled with Brainrot games and filled with low quality games and filled with games that have not much effort put into them. Blox Fruits probably took a year to make, whereas Steal a Brainrot literally took a week for the developers to make, and they actually confirmed this. So now there's developers out here literally making a Roblox game within a week or a few days, and games like Blox Fruits, which has taken a year to make, is literally getting dethroned by all of these games. It kind of makes Roblox look bad. Not only Roblox, but Blox Fruits look really bad. And I think Blox Fruits should fight back by actually doing these admin abuse events weekly. They don't need to add anything big, but they could add a mini event like this just to be able to stay on top. Because now that they don't update, at least as frequently, like the 6 weeks that they were updating, well, the game's gonna slowly die out and more people are gonna start leaving the game. If there's no updates on Blox Fruits, I mean, what is there to do? It's the whole reason Grow a Garden updates. Grow a Garden is a pretty good game, and so is Steal a Brainrot and 99 Nights in a Forest. But I'm telling you, if they did not update weekly, the game would have died out a very, very long time ago. I mean, how long can you grow a garden and, well, yeah, like that's it. Like that's all you do. You grow a garden. How long can you do that for without an update? Now, Grow a Garden's player count has declined quite a lot, but it still gets more players than Blox Fruits. And Steal a Brainrot is now the most popular game on Roblox, but this is kind of embarrassing that Grow a Garden is still more popular than Blox Fruits. Even though Grow a Garden is dying, the only reason they're still popular is because they still do weekly updates. They don't even really add anything big. All they do is admin abuses. And that's why Grow a Garden has remained popular and is getting popular even more, because they update on a weekly basis by doing admin abuse events, by adding brand new things the community wants. Not only that, adding new additions to the game that adds more to do within the game. And Blox Fruits needs to do the same. If they do admin abuse events while adding something small or adding a completely brand new addition to the game, well, Blox Fruits will make a very, very big comeback. They added fishing, which was a very, very good feature, and then they also did the Red King event where you had to go fishing in order to unlock really cool items, and that was a very good update. The Red King event was Blox Fruits' best update this year. It added something new and not just all about Blox Fruits. If Blox Fruits can focus on doing more of those type of events and updates where there is always something brand new to do, just like Grow a Garden, Blox Fruits can remain on top of the front page, and it will not be easy to just dethrone Blox Fruits. So will Blox Fruits actually do these admin abuse events? Maybe here and there, but probably not on a weekly basis, even though it's good for them. The Control Rework Fruit update is next, and if Blox Fruits doesn't update, at least start doing admin abuses after the Control Rework Fruit update releases, then we will never see Blox Fruits ever reach more than 1 million players.